Hi everybody and welcome back to the Upside Down. I got to see Mafia Mamma early thanks to Regal Cinema's Monday Mystery Movie. This was my guess for what the mystery movie was going to be that day, but what did I think of the film? Mafia Mamma sports a really interesting premise. I got some enjoyment out of the trailer. It kind of piqued my interest, just this premise. I love a good fish out of water story, a good story where a regular person is thrown into something crime related, something to do with the CIA, the FBI, drug cartels, mafia in this case. I really like that kind of idea. I think it could be really funny, fun, and entertaining. However, I will say I do not think this movie lives up to that premise. Toni Collette is really good here, but I wouldn't say anyone gives on an amazing performance in this movie. She is the strongest. She has a lot of charisma. You can tell she's having fun with this film. I really appreciate that about her because I do think that she's a really great actress. The premise and her are like the biggest draws for this movie. There's two henchman characters. They're pretty funny and entertaining. I do gotta say though, the violence I was surprised by. There was actually some good violent scenes, some good gore and blood. I think that they actually did it pretty well. I think that was definitely a positive, a strong aspect of this film. They mixed that in very well, which you kind of would expect maybe from a mafia movie like this. Wouldn't expect, to be honest, because it's a comedy really, but there was actually some good violent scenes. I really enjoyed that aspect. Like I said, I enjoyed some of the jokes. I enjoyed watching Toni Collette. The pacing isn't as good as it should have been. It's not even good. There's some wonky pacing, wonky editing. The humor's kind of weird. Some of it definitely works. I chuckled a few times. My audience, they were laughing a lot. There's some that definitely works. There's some that does not work at all. There's some where they're trying way too hard and it just does not land. I think that they definitely did not live up to the premise at all. They did not live up to Toni Collette's talent. This could have been a really fun movie, but I think they kind of dropped the magic of the premise pretty early on. It's a fish out of water story, but then they kind of do some weird things with it. Weird developments that aren't really developed well, and the characters really aren't fleshed out that much. They definitely were trying stuff, especially with Toni Collette's character, to try to make it kind of inspirational, motivational. Some of it worked, but I think that could have been fleshed out more. The characters could have been fleshed out more. We could have seen more from other people, even though they didn't give the greatest performances. Like, everyone was fine in this. It was fine. There was definitely some cringy performances, though. I wish we got more of Monica Bellucci, even. That character, I think her and Toni Collette could have been, you know, the stars. I mean, they were. It's just, I really think that they especially could have gotten more, and a bunch of the other characters and a bunch of the other subplots and everything could have gotten more development. It just was like we went from scene to scene to scene, and it was kind of underwhelming. It was okay. Honestly, the directing and the script aren't anything amazing. Definitely the script, I'm sorry. I hate to talk negative, but I definitely need to get my qualms out there because I'm trying to put a movie review out. It just could have lived up to its premise a lot more and, you know, used the location of Italy even better. I think there definitely could have been better shots. I don't necessarily recommend you rush to theaters to see this. I don't recommend you rush to streaming when it's on streaming to see it, but it could be a fun movie. You know, a rainy Sunday, you don't have anything to do. Maybe you have friends over, maybe you have some wine, and it could be an okay time. It could be an entertaining time. Some people are definitely going to like it more than others. The humor might land for you more than it did for me and some other audience members. Some of it did land. I did have some good chuckles. I was amused at times through this film, but I think that it could have just been so much better with this premise. Did you see Mafia Mamma? What did you think of this movie? Let me know down in that comment section. What would I give Mafia Mamma? Mafia Mamma gets a 5 out of 10 from me. That's a 5 out of 10 for Mafia Mamma. If you've liked what you've seen here and you want to see some more content from me, please click around here to see some other content from me. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the movie fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, make me your 40x guy, and come to the Upside Down.